I had a bad day at work. Maybe not bad, but could have been better. Um, as you all may know, when you're at work, you have a job to do, regardless of what people might think, say, do. You have something to do at hand. You have something to do. You know what I mean? You have things to execute. You have things to clearly supposed to do by regulation. Of course, you're supposed to do these things, and I felt very discouraged today. I'm not even gonna lie, I felt very discouraged. I felt disgusted even. And the thing is, though, is that I was doing something today that I'm not the best at. You know what I mean? And I saw myself making a good amount of mistakes, and one thing I've always hated was that I've always hated mistakes. I've always hated making mistakes. I've hated it. I've hated making mistakes. It's one of the most heartbreaking things that I feel like I could do is make a mistake. You know, I know I'm not perfect, and everybody knows that, but I can't stand to make mistakes. You know, people were getting frustrated, of course. I felt like I was just I felt like I was an idiot. You know what I mean? I felt like I was just like, how could I do this? How could I mess up? And I would try so hard, you know what I'm saying? And I would just blow it. I didn't I didn't really do as bad as I thought I was, but the insecurities inside of me really just kind of came out. I had a show, right, a few days ago. You know, did my thing or whatnot, and I had messed up on a few things, and it was terrible in my opinion. I didn't. I felt disgusted after the show because of my mistakes. I felt terrible. I felt like that. I felt like, what am I doing here? I felt very discouraged. I felt horrible. Like I felt dumb. I felt stupid. I felt all of the things above. I felt terrible. I don't really like. I hate making mistakes. I really do. So what am I saying by all of these? All the things have something in common. I didn't do as bad as I thought. I didn't do as bad as I thought. I tend to beat myself up mentally a lot when it comes to making mistakes. I wouldn't be mad about what other people are saying, but I'll be mad that I had to do the issue to allow somebody to say something, if that makes any sense. That I did something stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't get mad about what other people say, but I get mad that I did something that warranted that. You feel me? I don't really like making mistakes. I don't really want somebody to have to correct me or have to do something for me. And you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't like that because I felt like because I always want to be perfect. Which and don't get me wrong, nobody's perfect in any way, shape, or form, and I know that. But I always wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I've always strived for perfection, strive for satisfaction. And then when I just mess up and I just crumble, that's when my cracks start showing. That's when my mental just disappears. And granted, I didn't make any huge mistakes. They were still mistakes that I just felt like I could have prevented, and they were so simple. I always felt like a mess. You know what I'm saying? That this has been happening ever since I was a kid. I've always hated making mistakes. I've always never wanted correction. I wasn't or correction, whatever. I never wanted that, and I just always hated myself for it. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot. The devil be trying to tempt my mind a lot. You feel me with the things that I do, but I know now that I've kind of came to peace with making mistakes. I've kind of came to peace with it. I kind of came to terms with it that okay, I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not the best. I know I'm not this. I know I'm not that. But at least I know I've tried. And at least the people around me know for a fact that it was, that I can that I'm trying. You know what I'm saying, basically. And at least the people around me also tend to agree that I'm not that bad. I wasn't that bad, you feel me? Or I was great. So let me tell you guys something. The mistakes that I just kind of revealed at the show, right? At the show. The crowd didn't notice, they loved it. And people have given me great reviews about the show. People have given me great reviews about the show. People enjoyed it. People loved it. People screamed for me. You know, people loved it. And I felt that in the crowd, but I just wasn't satisfied. You know what I mean? At work, when I made mistakes before, people have said, "Oh, Sean, you do great. You do great. You do great. You do a good job. You're a great worker." When I don't feel like I did it. When I don't feel like I was good. I become more and more of a perfectionist as I grow up. I've always strived to be perfect in every way, shape, or form. But I realized that I'm not. You know, I've realized that I'm not perfect, that I'm going to make a mistake, that I'm going to fall here and there. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad, right? I love them so much, but when it comes to them, I try to be perfect around the house. I try to be as good as possible. But even then, you know what I'm saying? They understand that I make mistakes. And I don't like making mistakes. I really don't. I hate it. I hate it. I hate making mistakes. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I hate my mistakes being a light being shined on my mistakes too. Like, I just can't stand it. You know, it's just I just need to I need to have a better mindset. You know what I'm saying? I already felt like my mindset was good, but of course I'm not perfect. So of course it's going to need some correction. And one of the characteristics, in my opinion, of being a man is to admit when you're wrong. To learn from your mistakes. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody really should do in general. But yeah, I don't like making mistakes, but now I really kind of realize what I need to do. And I realize that I need to really just kind of have a level-headed about the things that I'm going into. For a lot of my life, I don't do it under pressure. When it's a lot of pressure, it can definitely make me crack. When I feel very overwhelmed, like at work, right? I feel overwhelmed by so much stuff I got to do at once. You know what I'm saying? By so much. People do not care about that. People don't care about how overwhelmed you are. They just care about if you can execute. You know what I mean? People don't really care how your day's been. They just care about if you can execute. People don't really care about how you're feeling, how you're doing. They only care about how you execute. And I think I'm at the point now where, yeah, people don't care. You just got to do what you got to do, regardless. Okay, y'all. Actually, I've had that mindset for years. People don't care about how overwhelmed you are. Just do it. Just do it. Or quit, or whatever. But yeah, I hate making mistakes. I've always been afraid of doing it. You know, I feel very bad sometimes when I make mistakes. I feel down, even. You know, that's just life. You know what I'm saying? Music really helps me feel better, but you know, that's life. I try my best every single day to try to make the best decisions I possibly can. When I don't, when I fail up to that challenge, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get the gist. But yeah, I beat myself up too much. I really do. And I need to stop that. Honestly, I need to stop that because what am I doing? Really, what am I doing? So, yeah, that's the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I really appreciate y'all for watching. My views have been getting up, my subscribers. I really hope y'all liked it. And, yeah, subscribe, do whatever. Yeah.